Hi everyone, it's me, and I am back. And it's with a very heavy heart that I need to discuss some stuff with you about this painting. One, I probably should not have done this angled thing, because when I did, that makes everything like here way closer. And that's not big enough. It's bigger than like these little microscopic things that I tried to put in the distance that are not looking distanced. So then I was like, what am I doing wrong that they're not looking distanced? And then I went and looked at some paintings and some pictures. And you know what I did? When you're looking at something, there's always ground behind it. There's ground. So I should have done the sand at least that far up. For distance sand. Sand behind the building. Then I should have done the mountains to about here. Which means my sky would start here. And the whole entire sky now is this tealy gray and none of the light blue. 2, I was smutzing with that color and smutzing with that color and smutzing with that color, and it doesn't look good. But I'm not crazy. So I brought in some desert plants for you guys to see. This is, I think, sagebrush, because it's from my yard. It's like a purple sage. See, isn't it pretty? And its leaves that you see from a distance are very light. Then this is another brush. I think it's also sage. I'm not 100% sure. I've never eaten it. I didn't plant that. I'm 99% sure that's sage. I'm not sure about what that is. But it's a desert plant, and it's really pretty. It's in my yard. Here's another desert plant that is in my yard. And again, remember, I moved like a year ago. So I had pre-planted things in my yard. You can see how white this is. This is a desert plant. It's like part of my little xeriscaping area. So, like, I don't water it. It just lives, and it's a desert plant. It's a succulent. So, I'm not crazy that plants are bluish and whitish. But this looks not good with these other plants. It's just the wrong color. And this cactus looks like a dinky little mini cactus. It needed to be bigger because, again, with the forced perspective, this is farther away than this. And this needs to be huge and closer to here and be like this tall. Like almost as tall as the building because it's way closer. So, knowing all of this, I'm now going to have to repaint. And I don't know if I want to repaint just the whole thing from scratch or what. But I've got to. I've got to move my lighter sky up because this is too dark for me. I didn't want it to be this dark. But I was willing to live with it because I still had some light skies down here. But now that I'm not going to have any light skies, it's all going to be this thunderstorm sky. I'm not happy with it. It's just way too dark and teal and not what I was wanting. And yeah, so here we are. I think I'm going to tape off my Adobe building, repaint the sky with these lines in mind, So from about here up, I'm going to repaint the sky. I'm going to sand this all down, redo my mountains, and repaint over all of this. Pretty much, the sand. And I am so sorry, but please know, I am not a real painter. So this is just the junk that happens when somebody who doesn't know what they're doing takes on a project and is learning. And I am learning, and in that process, sometimes I do things that aren't exactly correct. So here's to me. I am so sorry. This one I really am sorry for, because like the sand painting, like I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to repaint it with sand. And I didn't even try to like redo it. But this, I'm like, no, I loved the individual elements. I wanted it to be good. But it's not gonna be good because I didn't pre-plan. And maybe on like bigger canvases, I need to like sketch out where things go. I mean, I did already readjust how big the building was from my original plan, but I never adjusted the plants or what I was going to do with the plants. Or, I mean, I just kind of knew in my head, I wanted some desert plants here, maybe a tree. And then as I got to it, I was like, you know what? I don't think a tree would be good, because I couldn't figure out how to put a tree in here without it looking stupid. Because I did originally want like a tree here, like an aspen. So I decided instead of the aspen tree, I would do a yucca plant. Which the yucca plant, once I went back and looked at how yucca plants look and everything, I got it to look pretty darn decent. I am not mad about that. I mean, it's pretty darn decent. But this is horrible. Okay, so y'all are gonna come back. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me repaint all this, because I think a 3-hour journey to watch me repaint something I've already painted, because it's probably gonna take me more than 3 hours, maybe 4. I mean, I'm not a fast painter, and I'm just not, and that's okay, because I'm learning, and it's okay. This is not right. But, so if you come back and you see a completely different thing, now you know why. That's not right either. Angle your booty back a little bit, tape. Okay. So anyway, it is what it is. And I am thoroughly disappointed in myself. It's okay. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm telling myself it's okay. I'm still gonna finish it, because part of me really, 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 really says, just stop and junk it, because you have other boards, and at this point it would probably be easier just to repaint the whole darn thing than to go through and do what you're doing. And that is probably true. It probably would be faster, sadly, to repaint this whole thing, this whole painting, than it will be to fix the painting the way I want it. But, and you know, and there's nothing wrong with repainting, because if I repainted it, I would be, you know, repainting stuff with new knowledge and stuff, and it would be great to do. I think, you know, I don't think that, however, is the best solution. Because then what am I going to do with this painting that's off? You know? You know. Like, I'm going to have this big, huge painting that every time I look at it, I'm going to go, that's not the masterpiece I wanted it to be. So, again, I am much harder on myself than y'all are. Y'all are so nice and you're so kind in the comments, but, and I kind of wish you would be mean to me and be like, yo, idiot, your mountains can't be flat with the building. You got to move them up. Perspective, hello? Say things like that to me so I don't get to this point. Because, yeah. I'm just kidding, kind of. You guys are great friends and I love you all. So that's where this guy in the mountains, that's where the sky's gonna begin. And I am gonna go in, just put some tape here, because the dirt's gonna probably be like right here. That's not even. I'll make it even with this forced perspective. And then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna repaint all of this sand. I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna try not to cover that. I'm gonna try to leave this part alone and just come in and swoop here. We'll see if I can do that. And then I'm gonna have to measure that. Sorry, I am looking desperately for something that is about the right size. Because, you know. Oh, thank you, tape. Probably about that. So I'm going to put the tape about that. I take this tape off. And I come over here. And there we go. I am very sorry. I actually am sorry. You know what? And I still did that wrong. Because, duh, I got to take the width of the tape into consideration. So, see? Okay. So I'm just going to come back. I'm just going to come back. You're going to see more purple mountains. Hopefully, I don't, like, destroy the whole thing. And we're gonna be better. We're gonna be better for it. There we go. And that's where my sand line's going to be. I swear repainting is not part of the plan. I swear it's not. I swear. And I know I've been saying finished is better than perfect. Yeah, but I can't finish this because I've got to repaint this to be bigger. I've got to remove that, which means repainting the mountains anyway. The perspective's off, so it's never going to look right. So the best option for me is literally to just repaint this whole thing. Bye, y'all. Lord help me.